Environmental campaigners have recovered huge quantities of plastic from some of the most remote parts of the Isles of Scilly. The subtropical islands are a haven for wildlife, and on the main islands where people live, debris is regularly cleared away after being washed ashore from around the world.
But volunteers have now turned their attentions to some of the smaller uninhabited islands in an effort to protect seabirds and other marine life. And as our environment correspondent Adrian Campbell reports, they've been amazed by what they've found.
On the edge of the estuary at Gweek in Cornwall, volunteers with cleanoceansailing sort through what they've brought back from one of the most isolated corners of Britain. The off-islands of the Isles of Scilly are an important habitat for wildlife, but they're under sustained attack from plastic.
Because nobody goes there, nobody cleans up, there's just mountains of rubbish.
Supermarkets definitely, I think, have a responsibility to at least take back some of the packaging that they're unnecessarily wrapping all their produce in.
The volunteers have gathered around 35 large sacks of all different types of plastic. The most distressing moment of all probably was when they came across a seagull which had ingested a large amount of plastic, causing it to die on St Helens near Tresco.
Yeah, because it's got choked on a blinky.
The plastic comes in all shapes and sizes, and the volunteers have worked tirelessly to remove it from the off-islands and bring it back to Cornwall by ship.
Looks like a homemade float from a fisherman. They filled a plastic bottle with some polystyrene, painted the top and attached some line. You'd be treading on the vegetation and you'd hear the plastic bottles crunching underneath your feet.
But this is the Isles of Scilly.
Well, they are southwest facing and they do get the Atlantic swell and the wash, and so a lot of it is coming from all around the world.
Found this big marker buoy which has come all the way across from this National Marine Sanctuary Programme. It's a marker buoy from them, and it says here Florida Keys, and it says on the back here US government property. So this is a really good example of where stuff in Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly is coming from.
The group hopes to highlight the need for individuals as well as big shops and supermarkets to think more carefully about using less plastic and improving recycling. Adrian Campbell, BBC Spotlight, Gweek.